Brexit just dominates everything. It's driving me round the twist. And you know, like 2.5 years ago, I wrote something for Freedom News, just pointing out that I wasn't going to vote in the referendum, and I just thought that the whole thing was really about the Conservative Party and David Cameron trying to kind of settle a score within his own party so that he could get on with things. Obviously that's gone tits up, hasn't it? You know, and here we are. We're basically, Brexit is about what direction the ruling class takes next, and what direction that our bosses are gonna fund for the next 30-40 years. The idea that Brexit is in any way good, or this current shambles is in any way good for the working class, is utterly stupid. And what we need is a different way. We need to find something that's different. But how do you penetrate through Brexit? Nothing else seems to matter to anybody at the moment. We've got this spectacle in Parliament that everybody is absolutely obsessed with, and I can't escape being obsessed with that myself, being interested in politics. And everyone's just waiting to see what they do. And meanwhile, we've got fascists marching on the street with their latest, you know, figurehead. You know, there'll be another one along in a minute when he falls. How do we get through this? You know, there's got to be a better way. I don't care about Leave. I don't care about Remain. I don't care about Brexit, because I know that once they've settled their scores, we're still going to be put down. We're still going to be ruled over. Look across the border to France and you can see what the working class are doing. You know, that's it. Freedom of movement isn't our problem. It's having people control our lives. That's our problem. We're still going to have an unelected House of Lords, a monarchy. We're still going to have rich media barons controlling what we can see on the TV news, controlling via their cash, the influence that they have on politicians, on policy. We're still going to be ruled. Brexit doesn't matter. You know, there is no benefit here for us. There's nothing in Brexit for us. There isn't anything in Leave for us. In Remain for us either. I just despair at the level of debate, because what we've ended up with is two camps. And I saw it on TV the other day. Why am I watching this crap? With Kay Burley interviewing some people outside Parliament. And you had some people saying, the EU's really lovely. Fantastic. Well, that's what the hell does that mean? And then you had people on the Leave side saying, no, the EU is undemocratic. And that was it. That's the level of debate. If you think the EU is undemocratic, why don't you campaign to democratise it? They don't want anything. They just want to say their piece, and we've got all this uproar. So what the hell are we going to do? We should be doing what's going on in France. We should be doing that. But Brexit is just the only thing that cuts through, and we've got to actually forge a different narrative. We've actually got to realise that ultimately it won't matter, because ultimately, you know, yes, the EU is a neoliberal dream, but so is Britain, and we're not getting rid of our neoliberal rulers. If you think that just because Theresa May says she's going to end freedom of movement, that freedom of movement is going to end, I don't think so. What they're going to do is look at quotas and look at all kinds of mechanisms to control us in a different way. You think the rich people aren't going to start businesses in Britain? No, they're going to go where they want to go, aren't they? They're still going to make money, aren't they? You know, they're still going to exploit us. The politicians and corporations are still going to exploit us, and we've got to show them that we don't want to be exploited. And if we can, you know, we've got this vote in Parliament next week, and that will get us a little bit further along. And of course we're also, you know, there's this idea that we're going to be better once Corbyn gets in power. That might never happen. So when people are looking to the long term and not campaigning for the now. You know, we've got people accessing food banks in record numbers. We've got people suffering under universal credit. We've got, you know, it's just, you've got homeless people dying on the street in record numbers, and people are arguing about which side of this ruling class argument they should fall under. We're being treated like mugs, and we've got to somehow break through it and forge our own narrative, that we don't want either of these options. We don't care about these options. We want freedom. We want real freedom. You know, we want to get rid of the monarchy. We want to get rid of the House of Lords. We want to get rid of these self-serving politicians that rule over us and just take. That's what we've got to do now.